Hello friends, back with me again, Joseph, your host, and welcome back to Catechism for Kids. Today we have a beautiful story to share about how Jesus' mother, Mary, appeared in a special way to remind us of God's incredible love. Are you ready? Let's travel to the city of San Nicolás de los Arroyos in Argentina. It all started back in the 1980s. In several homes in this town, something amazing began to happen. The rosaries people owned started to glow with a gentle light. One of the people who saw this was a kind mother named Gladys Quiroga de Motta. She was a humble woman who loved her family and her faith. But she didn't have a lot of formal education. Seeing the glowing rosaries inspired her to pray even more. Then, on September 25, 1983, as Gladys was praying her rosary, something miraculous occurred. The Blessed Virgin Mary appeared to her. Gladys saw her dressed in beautiful blue robes, holding the baby Jesus in one arm and a glowing rosary in her other hand. It was a sight filled with peace and light. At first, Mary didn't speak, but just her presence filled Gladys with joy and wonder. A little later, on October 13th, the anniversary of the final apparition at Fatima, Mary spoke to Gladys for the first time. She told her not to be afraid and gave her a passage from the Bible to read. This was the beginning of many conversations between Mary and Gladys. Over the next several years, Mary would give Gladys more than 1,800 messages, all filled with a mother's love and an urgent call to all of us. So what did Mary say? She introduced herself as Our Lady of the Rosary of San Nicolás. Her message was simple, but very important. She said, "My children, pray. Pray for the conversion of sinners. Turn to God before it is too late. I am the mother of all humanity." She was calling everyone, all her children around the world, back to her son, Jesus. And how did she ask us to do this? Through prayer, especially the rosary, and by turning our hearts back to God. Mary reminded Gladys and all of us that true peace and healing can only be found in Jesus Christ. She wanted us to know that praying the rosary is a powerful way to find peace and protection. Each bead is like holding Mary's hand as she leads us closer to her son, just as Mary told the servants at the wedding in Cana. Do whatever he tells you. She tells us the same thing today. She always points us to Jesus. One day, Mary told Gladys something very interesting. She asked her to find a statue that had been forgotten in a church. Gladys went to the priest, and together they searched the church's bell tower. There, covered in dust, they found an old statue of Our Lady of the Rosary. It was missing a hand in its rosary, but Gladys recognized it immediately. It was the very image of Mary that she had been seeing in her visions. Mary asked for this special statue to be restored and placed in the church for everyone to see and pray before. This was a big sign for the town. The statue had actually been brought from Rome 100 years earlier and was blessed by Pope Leo XIII himself. Finding it again felt like a miracle and confirmed that something truly special was happening in San Nicolás. Mary also asked for a special medal to be made. On the front, it would have her image as Our Lady of the Rosary of San Nicolás. On the back, it would show the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit with 7 stars. Mary explained the meaning of the stars, saying, "They are 7 graces that my son Jesus will grant to those who wear it on their breast. These graces are special gifts of help and strength from God for those who wear the medal with faith." As word of the apparitions spread, incredible things started to happen. People who were sick began to be healed. One of the first miracles was a young boy who had a very serious brain tumor and was expected not to live. But after prayers to Our Lady of San Nicolás, he was completely healed. Many people who had been far from God felt their hearts change and returned to the church. These conversions and healings were powerful signs that Mary's messages were truly from heaven. Gladys herself received special signs of her connection to Jesus' suffering, known as the stigmata. All of this, she remained humble and obedient, sharing everything with her priest and the local bishop. The church leaders carefully studied everything that was happening. They saw the good fruit, the miracles, the conversions, and the huge increase in prayer. The bishop at the time, seeing the faith of the people, gave permission to build a beautiful, large church right on the spot Mary had pointed out to Gladys. This new church, called a sanctuary, was built to welcome the thousands and thousands of pilgrims who began traveling to San Nicolás. It has a huge, beautiful dome that can be seen from all over the city. Every year on September 25th, the anniversary of the first apparition, huge crowds gather. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people, They walk for miles and miles to come and pray, to celebrate Mass, and to honor Our Lady of the Rosary of San Nicolás. The largest gathering saw 500,000 people come together in faith. It's an amazing sight to see so many people united in prayer. Finally, after many years of careful investigation, on May 22, 2016, the Bishop of San Nicolás made an official announcement. He declared that the apparitions were of supernatural character and worthy of belief. This means the Catholic Church officially recognized that these events truly came from God and that Mary's messages to Gladys were authentic. It was a joyful day for everyone who had been touched by Our Lady's call. So what does this story mean for us today, right here, right now? Mary's message in San Nicolás is the same loving message she has for all of us. She asks us to pray every day, especially the Rosary. She wants us to trust in God completely, no matter what challenges we face. And she encourages us to be a light for others, sharing the love and peace of Jesus with our families and friends. Our Lady of the Rosary of San Nicolás reminds us that our Heavenly Mother is always watching over us, guiding us and wanting nothing more than for us to be close to her Son. Jesus, thank you so much for joining us for this wonderful story on Catechism for Kids. I hope it inspired you to pick up your rosary and spend some time talking with our Mother Mary. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more faith-filled stories, and share it with someone you love. Take care, friends. Stay safe and healthy. God bless you always, and we'll see you next time.